Hello, wonderful, beautiful, splendid people. As you can see, I am up on the rooftop in Legends EA, spawning in... And now you might be asking yourself, what is the rarest shiny Pokemon in Legends EA? Well, technically, it would be the legendary Pokemon if they weren't shiny locked, but they are shiny locked. So the criteria that has to be met is how much of the Pokemon can spawn in at once, is it shiny locked, and finally, how rare does it spawn? So ideally, it would be a Pokemon that only spawns in one of his species at a time, is a rare spawn for the area, and isn't shiny locked. And the Pokemon I've settled on for that is Dragonair. As you can see in the distance over there, if I keep respawning the Pokemon on this rooftop, it is mostly Dratini. But Dragonair also spawns in this exact same spot. It just spawns way more rare than Dratini does. So, I'm going to keep resetting this Dratini over and over and over again until it is a Dragonair that is shiny. So a shiny Dragonair, and on top of that, a shiny Alpha Dragonair. Because every Pokemon that can spawn in the game can be Alpha. So, if it's shiny and it's Dratini, I'm resetting till it's Dragonair. If it's Dragonair and it's shiny, I'm resetting till it's shiny Alpha Dragonair. I'm not sure how long this is gonna take. I have the shiny charm, which makes my odds 1 in 1024. A lot of people corrected me previously when I said 1 in 1365, because the shiny charm actually gives you 4 rolls instead of 3 in this game. So my odds are better than I thought. Slightly better than I thought, but, you know, better than I thought. So I'm gonna reset this Dratini over and over and over, and hopefully we get a shiny Dragonair. Now, sometimes it despawns pretty quick. Sometimes it despawns after I walk over the bridge. So I'm gonna try to minimize the distance to maximize the amount of spawns I can get. And it is actually Alpha right now. I'm not sure if I got lucky and got 2 Alphas in a row there, or if it was the same one and it didn't fully despawn. But either way, pretty cool. Worst case scenario here is I get shiny Dratini and it's not a Dragonair. That would really kill me. I'm not gonna entirely kill it, I'm definitely gonna catch it. But I would then have to continue to reset over and over and over and over for another technically 1,000 resets. And why would someone do this to themselves, you ask? Because I thought it was entertaining. I actually wasn't even gonna do this hunt. I was gonna see if I could get Dragonite in another game where it's easier to shiny hunt, and then transfer it through Pokemon Home. And I thought, no, what if I tortured myself because it's entertaining? So here we are. Now, one thing that's nice is shiny Dratini, and especially shiny Dragonair, are very easy to spot. So I don't have to get very close. Bam, Dragonair. I think that was the first time it spawned as a Dragonair, which is concerning. Extremely concerning. How long have I been here? It's been like 5 minutes, oh god. Badoo could also technically spawn shiny, because they have a tendency to run away and then respawn later. Luck might be on my side today. Who knows? Also, while I run back and forth performing the most intense shiny method to ever exist, I would like to point out that the last video was uploaded to this channel with 5 subscribers. Just like the amount of fingers on a human hand. Since that one was uploaded, this channel now has over 200. I think at the time of recording this, it's in the high 220s, and I just can't even fathom that. I genuinely cannot believe that that happened. And I am so eternally grateful for that. It blows my mind how that happened in hours. It happened in less than 24 hours. And some might say 200 isn't a lot. Some might say that's not crazy. You should have 100,000, blah, blah, blah. And to that I say, stop being a bum. 200 is 200 more than 0. And 0 was what I was at 2 days ago. So if you could please, please, please like and subscribe. I'm actually gonna set a very ambitious goal of 500 now. I'm not stopping till I hit 500, and then once I'm at 500, I'm raising it to like 1,000 probably, most likely. And if you want, join the Discord too, because sometimes when I do these challenges, I run into a lot of duplicates, and those duplicates go to the Discord server members. I just trade them off. Because I don't... What? Are we for real? No way. Wait, now I just need to make it alpha, don't I? Oh, no way, it was Dragonair before it was Dratini. Are we for real? That took 16 minutes. Okay, now I need to see if it can become alpha. I'm almost positive it can become alpha. But now that it's shiny, I'm not sure if the rules change. But I did see someone find out that if you spawn in a Pokemon that spawns in groups, like the Magikarp or the Pyroar in that one Wild Zone, for example, it basically randomizes each time you despawn and respawn the Pokemon, whether or not they're alpha. And I have a theory that that same concept also works for solo spawning Pokemon. So I'm just gonna run back and forth till this Dratini appears as an alpha. I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes. It should be alpha by then. If it's not alpha by then I think my theory flopped. But either way, I think that's the rarest shiny in the game, regardless. So what's there to complain about? Oh, it took less than half an hour. I'm genuinely in shock because I was prepared to sit down for hours doing this. I mentally prepared myself for this to be like a 7-hour challenge. No joke. I'm starting to lose hope in the ability to make it a alpha. So after some research, I found out that this Dragonair, now that it has spawned in as a shiny, is locked as a non-alpha unless there is another Dragonair in the same spawn area that it could swap places with. So yeah, I'm gonna take this one. I'll take the alpha shiny as a task for another day, cause I'm lazy, and this is really cool and really rare. So I'm gonna catch it in a dive ball here. And to anyone going, oh, why a dive ball? Are we for real? No. Okay, cool. To anyone going, why a dive ball? I am gonna show you, cause it is the coolest thing ever. Oh my god! Oh my god! What? No, I wasn't even shiny hunting. I was nowhere near Wild Zone 1 this entire time. The Bunnelby in the background is shiny too. What am I playing right now? Okay, 1 second here. Fletchling is in the ball. You're going in a timer ball. Why? How did that happen? How did those two spawn shiny like that? Both of them. Anyway, what I was trying to show off was this. This is why it's in a dive ball. Oh, that is majestic. Look at that. Ready? Yeah, no, shiny Mega Dragonite definitely makes up for the vomit green of regular Mega Dragonite. It is such a nice blue, and I'm so happy I have an excuse to finally throw a dive ball at a Pokemon that isn't a water type, because that is a wonderful, wonderful shiny. As for these two, don't know how that happened. That's pretty cool though. I'm gonna calculate the odds of getting that shiny Dragonair and put them up on screen. And with that, I'm going to call that the rarest shiny Pokemon in the entire game until I get the alpha, and then I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'll get it as an alpha one day. That's just gonna take hours and hours and hours and hours. So I'll take what I can get for now. So just for reference as to what it would be like had I been right about the Dragonair, see the amount of Magikarp that spawn in this water? These are considered group spawns, meaning if I get a shiny Magikarp and I decide to despawn it and respawn it, it might not be this Magikarp down here, it might be the one underneath the bridge over there, meaning it could also respawn as an alpha. But with Dragonair, it wasn't the case because it was the only Pokemon spawning on that rooftop. So it was just the exact same Dragonair over and over and over. Hop, 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 hop.